Hey guys, currently I'm working on a big video, so this will have to do for the content, but I just wanted to have, for the longest time, I just wanted to have one of these like more real talks without this editing, fancy schmancy, whatever. And today I've been thinking about this a lot, but men need to suffer. Men need to suffer, and that's pretty much their life. So when you're a man, especially if you're a young man, what will happen is that people will doubt you, people will think you're useless, and you are useless pretty much at that point. So the only way for you to gain respect, not only for yourself but for the community, for the family, is to bring value. And how do you bring value? Well, I think it all starts with developing a purpose. So you have to have a strong purpose, something more than just making money, something more than getting girls or becoming famous. I think the purpose should be something with God, something to do with a God. And I'm not talking about Christian God. If you're into that, that's all good, but I'm more talking here from a philosophical sense. Like a God is somebody who protects you, somebody who you can look up to, like the ideal. I think you should find what I talked about in my last video, is to find a father figure, to find somebody to look up to and follow them. So as you know, for me it was Marcus Aurelius. And I know that I will never live up to Marcus Aurelius' ideal. And we all, of course, we also overhype these ideals. That's why they're called ideals. No matter how much Marcus Aurelius wrote in his journal about stuff, about avoiding pleasure, about all of that, it most likely was for him to gain strength, to write this stuff down when he was struggling. And you're gonna struggle in life, you're gonna struggle really hard, but I really believe that when you develop this purpose, when you do something that for the greater good, for like, it's really hard to describe in words, but it pretty much, I think it comes with just acting, just doing stuff in life. And I know that sounds really abstract, but I think the only philosophical principle you should follow is to act every day. Act toward some kind of goal. So for example, let's say you want to build a business. That's like the most frequent thing that young men want to do nowadays. And of course you don't need to follow that path, but if you want to build something, if you want to maybe make something last, something like an art form, like write a book or make a movie or just do any creative thing, or build a business, or I don't know, be of guidance and be of value to your community, these things happen when you take action every day and take those small steps. And what I've realized in life is that it's about patience, it's about just understanding that, to picturing that meaning, that purpose and that goal in like 20-year terms. You won't achieve anything in a week, you won't achieve anything in a month. Well, by definition you can achieve, but I'm talking about like these main goals, this purpose. And yeah, I think what you should do every day is to act, at least take up some responsibility, do the thing that makes you uncomfortable, you know. I really do believe in that. And purpose stands as like the foundation for you to not fail. And let's say you make a purpose to be a good man, you know, whatever that means for you, to be a good man. For my sense, it's about being a stoic person, you know, a person who's disciplined, a person who doesn't break down in the face of adversity. And this purpose has to be reminded of every day. You have to wake up, you have to remind yourself that you're living a purposeful life and not just do everything on autopilot every day, like you read a few Marcus Aurelius quotes and then you forget about it and just go on with your life. That doesn't work. One way or another, if you have vices, if you have bad habits, they will find you if you don't remind yourself of that. And the main thing to understand is that it's not going to be easy. Everybody says that, but it's true. It's not going to be easy. It will require sacrifice, it will require work and suffering. But I do believe that for a man, suffering is extremely important and can do a lot of good for you, for your character. I keep thinking about who I was 4 or 5 years ago. And of course I have my flaws now, as I did back then, but I'm proud to say that I'm way better off. I'm way better off taking responsibility, suffering, not being happy all the time. That being happy, you can forget that. That's not going to work long term. You can be happy in short term. You can be happy in few moments, but if you adopt responsibility, if you do the work, the meaningful work, the productive work, and that of course depends on what you want to do with your life, but if you keep doing that, you won't be happy all the time. You will be struggling, but you have to find that purpose in that struggle. And I just wanted to kind of give you this quick message to just keep going, because I really understand, especially if you're watching this and you're a young man, I know that like you pretty much probably don't have anybody that has your back. Nobody. Your family may not have your back, your friends may not believe in you. You can be alone. And I think that's also one of the things, if you learn to endure, if you learn to just screw the negative comments and just keep going and just keep, like, I really like this Epictetus quote. It says something like this. It's not exact, but it's like, hold something that is spiritually superior no matter what anybody says or does. Just keep on that. And I really like this quote. It really means like you just have to go your own way, and yeah. So yeah, this is pretty much just the video for me to encourage you. Hopefully it did that. And just know that take action every day. Take action toward that meaningful work, toward that purpose. And perhaps we can save ourselves, we can save our souls. So thank you for watching, guys.